Hey guys, Jonathan was here for JM Sports 100 and the JM Sports Show. How is it going? I'm here to make college football picks for Saturday, November 5th, 2016. And we are looking to have a little better week than what we've had the last several weeks. We haven't had terrible weeks in the last several weeks, but definitely not weeks that I am extremely proud of. Um, so I went back to over the last couple weeks. I've been picking a little bit differently and looking a little bit more in depth and maybe a little bit too in depth. And I think that's kind of hurt me a little bit. So I kind of went back to the way I used to do it and the way that's given me good weeks. And we will see how that goes. And if that works, then maybe we'll just go back to continuing to do it that way. But like I said, these weeks aren't terrible, but by my competitive standards, nowhere near good enough. We're coming off of a week last week that saw us go 32 and 22 overall, including 27 and 19 on Saturday, the Saturday games, which was the 29th of October. So definitely not something that I am the most thrilled about there. But we'll see what we can do this week. We are off to a fantastic start. There's already been 11 games that have taken place between Tuesday and going into Saturday. So between Tuesday and Friday, 11 games. We are 10 and 1. I'm not going to go through scores for everything. If you want to look at the JM Sports Facebook page or Twitter, all the picks were posted there. On Tuesday, we went 2 and 0. We went 1 and 0 on Wednesday. We went 4 and 0 on Thursday, and then 3 and 1 on Friday. The only game that we lost there, the only game that we've lost so far through any of this. It was the Central Michigan game from Friday against Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio all over Central Michigan, 37-17. Apparently, I'm missing something with the Central Michigan team. I thought they were better than what they were, but they have just been crap the last couple weeks. So, with all of that going on, though, the overall record looking pretty good. We are 433 and 141 on the year, 3,891 wins, 1,286 losses is the lifetime record. And now let's get to the picks for Saturday. We kick things off earlier than normal. A lot of games start at noon Eastern time. This first game will start at 11:30 Eastern time from Jacksonville on Saturday, and it is Navy and Notre Dame. I know Navy was ranked. I think Notre Dame is a better team. Notre Dame has a ton of talent. They really do. Even I think they had a rough stretch, had some tough times. I think Notre Dame will beat Navy. However, Air Force takes on Army. I really like Army. I think they're a decent team. And I've got Army getting my Georgia Southern and Ole Miss. Give me Ole Miss. Number 4, Texas A&M takes on Mississippi State. Give me Texas A&M. Vanderbilt and ninth ranked Auburn. I said it last week. Auburn just continues to get better. I think they'd win this game anyway. I think they definitely win it going away with the improvement that they have shown over the last several weeks. 7th ranked Louisville takes on Boston College. I'm going to go with Louisville. Texas and Texas Tech. I'm going to go with Texas. I don't feel that comfortable about it. I do think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game. Indiana takes on Rutgers. I am going to go with Indiana. Michigan State and Illinois. Michigan State comes in having lost 6 straight games. I think they will go on the road. Tough thing to do, but I think that's why I don't think they're going on the road. I know they are, but I think they will snap the streak when they go to Champaign to take on Illinois. I do have Michigan State getting the win. Number 8, Wisconsin takes on Northwestern. A little bit nervous about this game. I kind of figured, going on early on in the year that this game would kind of be a bye week for Wisconsin. I say nervous because everyone knows that I am a Badger fan. I am going to go with Wisconsin, but I don't think it'll necessarily be the easiest of games for them. This Northwestern team has definitely improved as the season has gone on after getting off to that abysmal start. Georgia Tech takes on 21st ranked North Carolina. I'm going to go with the Tar Heels. Pittsburgh and Miami. I'm giving up on the Canes at this point right now. I've got the Canes getting the win. I'm sorry, the Panthers getting the win. My apologies. UTSA takes on Middle Tennessee, and I'm going to go with Middle Tennessee, Virginia. And Wake Forest, I'm going to go with Wake Forest. Maryland takes on third ranked Michigan. Give me Michigan. Purdue and Minnesota, give me Minnesota. Texas State and Appalachian State, give me Appalachian State. Oklahoma State takes on Kansas State. I'm going to go with Oklahoma State. Syracuse takes on Clemson, and I'm going to go in that game with Clemson. And next up, we have Duke going up against 19th ranked Virginia Tech, or Virginia Tech going up against Duke, rather. That game is in Durham. I'm going to go Virginia Tech to get the win. Florida Atlantic and Rice, battle of 1 and 7 teams here. I've got Rice to get the win. Charlotte and Southern Miss, give me Southern Miss. Oregon State and Stanford, give me Stanford. TCU and 17th ranked Baylor. Nervous about this game as well right here. I think this game is going to be exciting. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be back and forth. I've got Baylor edging out TCU. Fresno State and Colorado State, give me Colorado State. BYU takes on Cincinnati. I am going to go with BYU, Massachusetts, and Troy. Give me Troy. 11th ranked Florida takes on Arkansas. I'm going to go with Florida. Brett Bielema is just not good in SEC play. Um, as a Wisconsin fan, I'm actually not bitter about that. I'm not smiling to see. I know that there are a lot of Wisconsin fans that love to see him struggle in the SEC. I could care less either way, to be completely honest. But he really has not been good in SEC play. Missouri takes on South Carolina. I'm gonna go with South Carolina. Tennessee Tech takes on Tennessee. Give me Tennessee. Arizona and 25th ranked Washington State, and I'm gonna go with the Cougars. Memphis takes on SMU, and I'm going to go with Memphis in that game there. Idaho takes on Louisiana Lafayette, and I'm giving Louisiana Lafayette. South Alabama and Louisiana Monroe, give me South Alabama. Tulane and UCF, give me UCF. Florida International, Western Kentucky, give me Western Kentucky. Louisiana Tech and North Texas, I'm going to go with Louisiana Tech. Marshall and Old Dominion, give me Old Dominion. Number 22, Florida State and North Carolina State. I'm always uncomfortable picking Florida State. I'm going to do it here, though. I've got the Noles going to win. Hawaii and San Diego State. Give me San Diego State. Oregon and USC. Give me SC to get the win at the Coliseum. Kansas takes on 20th ranked West Virginia. I'm going to go with West Virginia. Iowa and 12th ranked Penn State. Give me Penn State. Georgia and Kentucky. Give me Georgia. Number 1 Alabama, 13th ranked LSU. I'm excited for this game. I do think that if Alabama slips, it is going to be this game right here on the road in Baton Rouge. I think this is going to be one of their toughest tests of the year, probably the toughest test of the year. I think Alabama escapes. I think it's going to be about a field goal game. I expect a tight one, but I've got the Tide to get the win. Houston Baptist takes on UTEP, and I'm going to go in that game with UTEP. 10th ranked Nebraska, 6th ranked Ohio State. Listen, I've got Ohio State getting the win here. I am not high on Nebraska. Nebraska honestly has not done anything that makes you go, holy wow, this team is super impressive. Yeah, they were pretty competitive with Wisconsin, but they still lost that game, and they really haven't done anything that impressed me. Wisconsin's offense wasn't that impressive in that game either, so uh, it's not like they were had this huge game against them. I've got Ohio State getting the win. I think they will. Uh, Honestly, I don't think it's that close. I really don't. Nevada and New Mexico. I'm gonna go with New Mexico. Utah State and Wyoming. Give me Wyoming. And last but not least, for fifth ranked Washington takes on Cal, and I'm going to go with Washington in that game there. So there you go. A little bit quicker than normal, I guess, but I want to do that way on purpose. So sorry I didn't talk much about the games, but I said some of the stuff that I felt needed to be said. So hopefully we can have a nice. My hair is sticking up like crazy. Hopefully we can have a nice bounce back week this week and put out a good record for you guys. As we are right now, my goal is to get to the our I believe it would be. Hold on, just a second. I'll be right back. It would take a miracle to do it, but our goal right now is to get to our 4,000. My goal right now is to get to our 4,000th overall correct pick in college football. We are 109 picks away. Can it happen? It's going to take a lot, especially since we don't include bowl games in the overall record. We have a separate record for the overall bowl stuff, so I don't know if it can happen, but we're going to give it the old college try, I guess, and see what happens. So don't forget to like the Jam Social page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Links as always are in the description. NFL picks on Facebook as they have been lately, and on Twitter I'll make a video about why I've been doing all that stuff at some point in time this week probably. And until then, don't forget to like the Jam Social page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Down in the description, there the links are, as I just said, and go ahead and check the picks out there too. So that is going to do it for me. I am Jonathan. Was that for Jam Sports 100, the Jam Sports Show, and I will see you guys later.